Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is R&R Lifestyles.
And we're here for another view into our flow hive. We have had a lot of activity. Before we get started, I just want to show you all of our beautiful girls down here and what they have been doing. We've had our actual honey super loaded for the past week, and we've seen the bees up in there. I'd love to show them a quick look into the windows because we are actually seeing the underneath side of our girls, and it's pretty cool to see their wax glands. So let's move up into the window, see if we see anything. It's going to be on the lower half of their abdomen, and you might see some white. Certainly if I see any, I'll zoom in on one for you.
I don't
see any right now. But they're up in there and they are working to build those frames. So since we haven't seen down inside, we're going to do kind of a pretty good inspection today. We haven't been down into the brood boxes for a couple of weeks now. So it's time to take a check.
Yeah, and we put on the honey super, I believe it was last Friday. Today's Wednesday. Today is a really hot day, and we're really happy to see yesterday that our crepe myrtle, which is right out here over the fence right there, our crepe myrtle actually started blooming. It's the white kind, and today and yesterday we noticed that the bees were all over it. So they've got a really great food source all around our house here that they can go to. So we're excited about that. We're going to open up this hive. We're going to inspect a couple of the honey supers from Flow Hive, the honey frames, and then we're going to set that aside, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start taking apart the hive and inspecting it and find our queen. I'm going to tell you that I believe that this population in this hive is exploding. You can see all this activity down here right now, and they are just all over. We got some orientation flights going on right out in front of the hive right here, as you can see. That's been going on kind of all day, so we're expecting, and when we open this up, we're gonna find probably every frame is pretty close to being full.
Now I have also brought a little flashlight today. We have yet to see the actual eggs. I know we've seen it on some other people's videos. We both have our glasses on. We still can't see them, so we're gonna shine some light on there and see if we can see some eggs, and we'll give you a peek too.
And also, if anybody can let us know what this up and down motion is that we see at the doorway. They line up with their heads down and they go up and down, just rocking back and forth. What is that motion that these bees are doing? Is it some sort of orientation thing or what? I'll see if you can see it down here. They're right at the lip of the doorway, and they just go up and down, up and down.
They take about 2 steps down, 2 steps back.
Yep. Move the roof here. And we're going to take a look inside here. We got our little top board up there with our stones holding it. It looks like it's remained dry in here the whole time. I do see a spider right here, so I'm going to get him and throw him out of there. Okay, and I don't see any ants up here whatsoever.
Should we take off that little cover and
No. No, well, maybe we should, yeah, because
then we're gonna have to aim that.
We're gonna have some little babies on the bottom, maybe here. Oh, yep. See, there's some bees right up there. So we'll set this right down here for right now, and I'm gonna have to use my hive tool because I'm sure they've got this all propolis down. Yep. And pop that off, and we will set this. Right over here by the entrance. Here's the front of the board, the underside of the board right here. I'm going to set that right there by the entrance, and they'll crawl right back up in there. Right now, just for the heck of it, they're going to fill these from the inside out. So I'm going to see if I can reach in here and just grab one of these frames and pull it up. I don't know how easy it's going to be. We will see.
I see them all over it, but I don't see anything going in yet.
Yep, I don't either.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look down in here real quick, and I don't see anything going in there either. So they're up in here, but they're not really doing too much of anything just yet. So that's okay. All right, we're gonna put this back down in here. Nice and easy. Try not to roll any bees here. All right, so that's the honey super. I'm looking in here down the side. I don't see any comb going in here. I see comb on this frame on this side. It looks like they're all over that frame. They're building comb on the outside of this last frame. And I see lots of propolis. So let's go ahead. We got this new little handy dandy gadget here that we bought. That we saw it on another YouTuber's video and we really liked it. So we went ahead and bought one, and we can just hang the frames right here. So that's really nice. We expect that we're gonna probably break open some of this brace comb in here. And when we do that, we realize that that will probably get the bees to be like drinking the excess honey. I'll pull this up nice and slow.
Full of nectar on my side.
And they're building lots of comb over on this side right here. So, and they've already started loading it with nectar. Can you see that? Alright, so looking at this, yep, they're filling it with, and they got honey packing up on, going in on the top up already here. So I'm going to hang this frame right here.
Oh, that's a good tool.
Yeah, it is.
Nice investment. And it wasn't bad, maybe
Very
$15.
If even, yeah, it was very inexpensive.
I know that I was worried last week when I put my hands on a frame. I was afraid to set it down because there were so many bees on the bottom of it.
I'm telling you, this hive is humming. Now, we've had a lot of rain here lately, a whole lot of rain. Oh, look at the honey just spilling out down that hive. It is just pouring down there. All right, so here we go. We're gonna pull this up. This is a heavy frame right here. This is one of the original frames that came with the nuke hive that we bought. So I'm gonna try and, I've got a lot of capped nectar. It looked like hatch brood on this side. We've got honey all around the outside edges of the frame and at the top of the frame here too.
It's super thick with honey on my side.
Yep, and we've got capped brood there and lots of honey. Lots of honey.
Actually, if you'll look right here, follow my finger. Look at that. Is that a baby about to hatch?
No, it's coming out. He's in there cleaning the cell.
No. Look at the black.
Oh, yes, that is one. Chewing his way out right there. Side by side, there's two of them right there. And there's another one further down. I can see it. Now, is that a queen cup at the bottom there?
It is not. It's just
At the
some
very
of that
bottom.
brace comb. Right here? Brace
Other
comb.
way. There.
Oh, can you tip it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to do something. It's empty.
Okay. So. and
Very
they're-
cool frame.
And they're up here looking at licking all this honey. I wish I could stick my tongue in there, but I can see their tongues in there right now. They're really enjoying that honey. Well, I tore it open on them, so they're probably not very happy with me. I wish they gave us a little bit more leeway on this here, but actually, you know what? This one here, I don't need. I can put this one right back here. Can you no,
Yep.
never mind.
I think they're
got 'em.
good.
Yeah, I got 'em. Just didn't want to smush one there. Okay. Now we're going to go for this next one here. Break this loose here. We have been very fortunate. We think we've got a really good queen in this hive. We've named her Mary, Queen of Scots, to go back to Rhonda's heritage of Scotland. I would be from the UK, so at least we came from the same continent. And we'll pull this one up. This one looks to be a pretty heavy frame. This started out as a foundation frame. It's actually not as heavy as I thought it would be. I've got drone cells over here. I've got honey. They haven't fully drawn out the comb on this side yet. It's not fully drawn out, but I do have some drone cells. I see lots of larvae
I've
Look
got
at
capped
all-
honey over here.
Look at all that larva right in there. See it?
Oh, let me take a. All right, everybody, here we go. It's not very bright. There we go.
Lots
Those
of
little,
larvae.
the little white things, they're shaped like a comma in there. That's what it looks like right before they seal it over with wax. So this makes me want to find eggs. I'm looking. I don't see any eggs, but we know she's been here.
And they've got lots of capped honey there too. And I see another one chewing his way out right there, right in the middle of the frame. See
Where?
it? See with the
Oh, right here.
right there? Yep. See him chewing his way out?
Oh, look, you can actually see him moving in there.
Uh-huh.
The birth of a bee.
Now after they're born, they go get something to eat and then they come back and they clean up their cell. That's their job. They have to clean up their cell. So that'll be his job once he gets out of there.
Hers.
Her job. All right, we're gonna stick this back down in here. Gently as possible.
Still haven't caught a glimpse of the queen. We know she's been up in here because of the larva that we're seeing.
I'm telling you, from going from 3 frames to everything you're seeing in less than 8 weeks, the bees are doing really well down here. I told Rhonda, I said, I think we're going to be up to 3 hives at least going into winter. It's pretty crazy how fast they're expanding and growing. All right, this is a very heavy frame here. I'm trying to be very gentle pulling this out.
Again, a
Lots of
really nice brood pattern on
lots
my
of
side.
nectar, lots of honey.
I've got really healthy looking larvae up in here. Looks like 2 more, I don't know if you call them queen cups or super siegers on the bottom.
I've got a queen cup coming on this side, right in the middle
Yes,
to the
I
right.
see it right there.
Right there. It appears to be empty.
Mine are empty as well. There's another one on the bottom. We've told that they're not really queen cups unless they look like a peanut. So I think they're just experimenting.
I didn't even look at your side. What did it look like?
About the same as yours. Really beautiful brood pattern, lots of honey.
And I can envision a day where I'm going to start working on these bees without my gloves on, because I find that this propolis makes my gloves very sticky, and I don't like that when I'm trying to handle these frames. So let's see here, let's break this apart. You can see all the new wood in here for these new frames, and so everything you're seeing here is what they've done just since 7 weeks ago. Coming up on 8 weeks this Saturday. Like I said, today is Wednesday. Lots and lots of brood. Oh my gosh, so much brood here.
I have scads of larvae, a nice brood pattern in the middle.
All right, you want to see brood times 10? Look at what our queen is doing.
Wow.
Look at that brood pattern. That is crazy.
That's very impressive. She's been a little busy. They say that bees can lay upwards of 1,000 eggs a day. That's one queen. No wonder she needs attendance.
Okay, let's get this one. I have to say, I cannot tell you how much we have enjoyed this hobby. Okay, I got lots of comb over here. I've got larvae over here. I've got drone cells, I've got honey, I've got fresh nectar. I do not see the queen over here.
I've got something very curious over here that might need to be scraped. I'll let you look at. Ooh.
Oops. Sorry
Look
about
at this
that,
down
guys.
here. It's okay. I see huge larvae. I think these are drone cells.
Yep, they're going sideways
They're going
right there.
sideways, so that might need to be taken care of because we've got some obvious drone cells down on the bottom here. See how large they are?
Yeah, those are drone cells. And lots of honey. Lots of honey,
Maybe
nectar.
scrape that off, I think, on the bottom there. Your call.
Well, here, hang on. I think I accidentally killed a bee here. See him right there by that frame?
Everybody's
Nope, this
right here.
Right there, yeah, him. I think I might have accidentally got him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this for now.
All right. Jeez, look at the bees.
On. It is a hot day down here in South Georgia. Pull it up, and it's pretty empty, I will say that.
Empty on my side.
Empty on this side too.
You're walking around.
Yep, I'm figuring it out.
My side on this next one also empty.
Okay, so we'll just slide that one over. Oh, it is a hot, sweaty, sticky one down here in Georgia today. It's June 21st.
It's been running in the mid-90s down here.
Okay, I can see this side. On this side they are starting to draw a comb, but they haven't completed it yet. So that's 2 frames now that we're seeing that are open.
My side over here, empty again.
Okay. And I see honey on this next side. We have yet to see the queen, but we don't expect to see her on these outside frames. We kind of expect to see her more towards the inside middle frames. And this one's trying to sting me right there. He stung me. You can see the little stinger in my glove right there. So this guy right here is gonna die. You can see his entrails hanging out, and I'll just pull that little poison thing out. Little barb. And there's his little barb right there.
Should we maybe
So,
go get the
We're gonna
smoker?
go get some smoke real quick. On this side,
Empty on my side. They're not even building up the comb yet.
lots of honey on this side.
Good job.
Lots of honey. They're not done building the comb, but lots of honey. Okay, so let's put this one back. We heard that it's not the best time to open up a hive when it's a cloudy day, and we have not opened this hive in so long that we felt like we needed to open it, even though it is a little bit cloudy. It's kind of a bright sun, cloudy day, so we said let's just open it up and take a look in here because we just got to make sure that the hive's okay. So I'm looking in here. I see drone cells. I see lots of packed pollen.
I've
in
got
here.
the queen.
Where is she?
Right,
Oh, there she is.
right
Yep.
there.
There she
Everybody
is.
look right there.
You're moving the camera away from her. There you go. There she is. So she's doing a good job. We're going to get her back in there because we don't want to have her out too long. And we're going to smoke these guys back
Look
down
at your
in here.
hand.
Yeah, they're not happy. I want to set this frame down, but I think I got a bee in there. And I don't. Okay, there we go.
Boy, I can tell this next frame is already going to be really heavy. It's super thick on my side with capped honey.
Wow, this is getting crazy with this many bees in. This is why they say it's better to do it earlier in the day when the bees aren't all back to the hive, because there's so many bees here right now that it's really hard to get in here and do anything without really agitating the bees, and that's not our intention here, but we just feel like we need to inspect this hive really well right now. So at least we found the queen.
Lots of capped brood on my side.
I've got the same, and I've got all kinds of pollen.
Huge. I'm guessing it's drone cells on the bottom. But I've got some bees not happy with me. Smoke me, please.
Well, I'm kind of got a frame in my hand right now.
Yeah, I know. If I could take a bath in smoke, guys, I think I would be happy. Oh, shoo. I think I had become very comfortable with them and really not fearful until you got stung, and then I'm looking at just thousands of bees between this brood box, that brood box. A little nervous today.
Well, we probably shouldn't have this open right now, because I'm going to close it back up, because we're not going to inspect the rest of the frames, because it's just too hard to work with this many bees, like going in and out of these frames. So we're going to shove these back together here right now. We know our queen's in there. We know she's doing a good job, so we're just going to let her continue to do what she's been doing. Okay.
Okay. My side's safe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So the queen was on the bottom, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm so thankful that I have this suit on. This board. Okay, there we go. She's closed back up. Okay, we did not make happy bees today. It's these clouds. These clouds did it. But we also didn't do it at the best time of the day. The bee population was mostly home, and so that was not a good time to do it.
So what did we learn today?
Well, we learned we're never going into the hive on a cloudy day again, and we learned that our queen is doing an amazing job. We learned that we had read that it's not a good idea to go in when a low pressure is in the air. You're supposed to do it on a bright sunny day when the bees can easily orientate to the sky and to the sun, and today it's a little bit difficult because these clouds are really high. It's probably about 8 o'clock in the evening right now, 7:30, somewhere right in there. So, we apologize, bees, but we just needed to make sure everything was okay. We've only been looking in these flow hive windows lately, so we haven't really seen a whole lot. Did he sting you? Relax. Did he get you?